Hey YouTube, it's me, lukemick, and this is my review on Judd Apatow's This Is 40. Um, I want to start by saying that I kind of want to change the atmosphere a little bit for my review videos. It's been a while of just my TV with my lamp thing. So if you guys have any ideas on what I could do to change it up a bit and make it look a bit nicer, just shoot me some of those ideas. But that's all I want to say about that. So let's get started with this review. So I'm sure you've all seen the commercials for this. It's the sort of sequel to Knocked Up is what they're saying, and it's basically just the story of Debbie and I'm trying to think of what Paul Rudd's character's name is. I cannot think of it right now, but it's the middle-aged family from Knocked Up, and basically it's just their problems and what they're going through, and they're turning 40 pretty much. That's just the base of the story. Now the acting, of course, with all these actors and actresses is just amazing as usual with any Judd Apatow movie. He always uses a lot of the same actors, like let's just say, I'm pretty sure you pronounce it Jason Segel, but is it Seagal? Yeah, it must be Segel. And then Paul Rudd, Leslie Mann, all those actors and actresses. He always uses them, and they always do their best and give a fantastic performances. So acting, there's nothing wrong with it, and yeah, the acting's fine. Don't worry about that. And the characters, I think all the characters in this movie are really likable. Like, I don't have a problem with any of them. And I like how they all, like, the movie, it feels almost like real life. That's what I like about Judd Apatow's movies. Like, they're not, like, over-the-top action movies. They're usually pretty realistic, and I like that about them. And all the characters are very likable throughout the whole thing. So, that's another thing I like about it. And the comedy, it's obviously sort of a comedy drama type thing. And it was actually really funny. The ratings on Rotten Tomatoes haven't been very good for this movie, and I'm kind of surprised, because I think, I've seen most of the 40-Year-Old Virgin, and I've seen Knocked Up, and he had Funny People, I believe, and I haven't seen that, but I'll see it sometime, and I think this is, from what I've seen, one of his better movies. It's hard to say, because I haven't really seen all of his movies, but it's good, and I think all of his movies are pretty good, and it is right up to par with all the other ones, I think. But with his movies, there's always a pacing issue, and all the movies he produces, it seems like Forgetting Sarah Marshall had a pacing issue too. It's not necessarily pacing, like, it's never really boring, it's just that time moves so slowly in his movies. I think a lot of people kind of get that from the projects he's involved in. Like, you feel like you've watched 2 hours worth, and it turns out to only be an hour. Like, time is just moving so slow during his movies. But I think that's okay, since all the characters are so likable and you don't really get sick of them. I don't think it's a big deal. It's just that some people, I think, get a little fed up with the slow pace, I guess, is a way of putting it, in his movies. And there's just another thing that isn't great about it is just that towards the end, since there's so many characters you have to keep track of, because there's so many big actors in it that you see, in all the Universal's movies, their whole team with Seth Rogen, Jason Segel, Jay Baruchel, and Jonah Hill, Paul Rudd, all those guys. You like all those comedians, and they're usually all in the movie at once, so you're trying to focus on everybody, and they're all really likable. I'm not saying they're bad or anything, it's just that towards the end, so much is happening to each character that it kind of gets a little, not off task, it's just a lot is happening at once, and there's a lot to take in, to soak in, towards the end. But other than that, there isn't really anything too bad about this movie. There's some jokes here and there that I kind of hit and miss, but overall, the story is great. Maybe it's a little bumpy. It's no big deal. The acting is amazing. The characters are very likable and funny. The movie itself is very funny, and it just has the typical Judd Apatow pacing issues, and then just some kind of stuff being thrown at you towards the end. But other than that, it's actually pretty decent, and Alright, I'm happy to say that I really liked it actually. So I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. So I will talk to you guys later. Subscribe and don't forget to watch my other videos. I'll talk to you guys later.